Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. So New York will get their first possession. Pass to Tomjanovich. Gets the three to fall. And no shortage of sharp shooters for either of these teams.
And that allows you to be explosive and run up the scoreboard. So this game could be decided just by who's making the most shots. I mean, that's simplistic, but it's true. May the best percentage win.
Fades back. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Adding the jump shot has been huge for Marc Gasol. I think it's lengthened his career, extended it.
Pass to Mutombo. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. Doncic right side. Doncic is doubled. Over to the left wing. Outside Durant. From deep three-point range. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Marin. Now here's Hardaway. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. And out of bounds, the Grizzlies will take it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
Here's Hardaway. Pass to Mutombo. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
And at 7'2", all Mutombo needs is a position near the hoop, and he throws it down.
Doncic right side. Fades and shoots. Mutombo with the rebound.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on it.
Here's Hardaway. Pass to Tomjanovich. 6 on the shot clock. On target from range. Tomjanovich has got 6.
3 out of 3. Perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
Doncic left side. Here Starks. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Boy, I love the decisiveness of Starks, making things happen on offense.
To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Mutombo. And here's Hardaway. Back to Robinson. 5 to shoot. No good from outside. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Penny Hardaway showing off his athleticism there. He's capable of throwing it down with force.
Doncic with it. He's got 5. Lets it go from the wing. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots. What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Back to Doncic. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Right side, Robinson. Pass to Mutombo. Kicks it out to Hardaway. For three, Robinson. They get it back.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Doncic outside. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Marin. Back to Hardaway. And the shot's good. Hardaway's got his third basket on the night right there.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. On the wing, Durant. The fader. He can't get it to go.
Good shot, going bad. Gotta finish there.
Tie game, and some big points being put on the board as we wrap up the first. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Pass to Stojakovic. Jordan, the screen. Fires it. Stojakovic, no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Here's Billups. The kick out to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Gilmore. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
B.A., and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
So he makes both from the line.
One of the strongest guys in the league ever. Artis Gilmore is an intimidating rim protector. You don't want to drive to the bucket when he's waiting in the middle. That could be painful.
Pass to Stojakovic. Now here's Adebayo. Fires from the wing. Here's Granger. Left side Adebayo. Takes the 3. He buries it from 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Yeah, early in his career, Adebayo couldn't stretch the floor. That's changed.
Here's Brunson outside. Memphis with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from three is a beautiful thing.
And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Those are the looks they want to continue to generate.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And that one misses.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
Back to Rondo. Can't get it to fall. To the inside. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Here's Brunson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
He's found his game in the second quarter, looking very assertive now.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Adebayo, that's good.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Gilmore. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Red. No points so far. Here's Adebayo. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Just an enforcer for this team. Adebayo is no stranger to physical play, whether he's receiving it or dishing it out.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Outside Brunson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Gilmore. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Gilmore's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Playing with such brute force on the inside. Gilmore with the size and some pretty good moves, too.
With the step back. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. Phillips with a rebound. Left side Brunson. Pass to Gilmore. Here's Person. The three. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Lets it fly. Plenty of room to knock down that one. And the Grizzlies lead by 3. To the left wing. The 3, Smith. Memphis with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Stojakovic. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Here's Rondo. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the court.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Pass to Brunson from the arc. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Grizzlies out in front, up 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Memphis leading by 3. Pass to Durant. Back to Doncic. Now Durant. Gasol in the high post. Mutombo with the rebound. And here's Hardaway. Now here's Robinson. Here's Barron. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
New York on D. It's a three-point game. Pass to Gasol. No good on the 3. Here's Hardaway. Here's Mutombo. Gasol grabs the board.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. Tries the spin move. Mutombo with the rebound.
Ice cold coming out of the half. That's 0 for 3.
And a big finish by Robinson.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Durant. And it's New York with a rebound.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Hardaway, no good.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Pass to Gasol. Back to Durant. KD jams it straight down.
That's the defense's fault right there. You can't allow Durant to get that kind of position.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. EA, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Pass to Tomjanovich. New York working the ball around now. Outside Hardaway. New York needs to get off a shot here. New York, again, can't hit. And Doncic has got the ball here for Memphis. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
And now Memphis on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Doncic using quick active hands. The fast break started beautifully because of it.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Marin. Back to Brunson. Inside. Here's Gilmore. The kick out to Brunson. To the middle. Tries again. And here's Robinson. Here's Gilmore. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Hey, give the defense credit for really good effort, but Gilmore, such a big guy, he's not backing down. And because he doesn't, he draws the foul.
Memphis leading by 3. Doncic outside. Outside Durant. Pass to Gasol. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Here's Smith. Good.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Now here's Durant. The three ball. Yes, sir. The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
Well, Durant's reputation at the arc is solid, and good reason for that. He's a consistent sniper.
Pass to Marin. Intercepted. Durant with it. Guarded by Smith. An open look for Durant. It's good from about 19 feet. And now a 6-point Grizzly lead. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Memphis?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
The shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Clock at 6. The kick to Durant. Baseline try. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
After a quiet first half, he's really turned it on.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now Doncic. He's got 7. With the fadeaway. And he comes up with a bucket. Doncic has got 9.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Grizzlies. Hunting for opportunities, leading to not. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. New York trails by 8. Outside Hardaway. Here's the pick. Pass to Billups. New York working the ball around now. Gilmore, no good.
Now that's defensive presence. Harassing the shooter and grabbing the miss.
And Rondo, here we go. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Hardaway with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Here's Billups. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
To the wing, right side. Here's Rondo. Three-pointer, no good.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Poke loose. Fast break. Here comes New York. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, you can't allow Gilmore that kind of positioning. I mean, once he gets it, he's throwing it down every time.
To the right side. Here Starks. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
That's exactly the kind of shooter you need down the stretch to win games.
Pass to Billups. Outside Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Gilmore. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Here's Starks. Here's Granger. Pass to Rondo. No good on the triple.
They are winning despite his efforts. He's been off all night.
To tie it up. Drills it from deep. It's a tie ball game.
Taking advantage of the opportunity to put his range to good use. Billups, very effective from behind the arc.
And timeout is called by Tuomas Isalo. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Luka Doncic. First personal foul. Second team foul.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for two, Chauncey Billups.
Good on the second one.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. The lead is 2. Outside Durant. Here's Adebayo for 3. Oh, it's off.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
And it's Hardaway on the take. Jams it home.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Can't hit it.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And Adebayo over to help. Here's Billups. To take the lead. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Adebayo sets a screen. Now Doncic. A minute 22 left in the game. Ooh, it doesn't go. And here's New York now. They're on a 17-6 run. Outside Hardaway. And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Robinson. Can't get the 3. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. And here's Gasol. Adebayo sets a screen. Doncic. The 3 is off.
Good job using that big body to carve out space and snatch that rebound.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
This fella knows how to finish a game off. There was no question about those free throws.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
The they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Adebayo outside. Beyond the arc. So New York wins it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.